So yes, that's it. We're gonna open ground floor clinic for AGP. Stay tuned. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Reza Roudsari. I'm the Director of Undergraduate Education at the School of Dentistry, University of Manchester, and thanks a lot for joining me on another episode of Manchester Molars. Now, first of all, may I start this episode by a big shout out to one of our BDS Year 5 students, Ed Small. Now, Edward has been incredibly helpful and trying to go ahead and get our prep check software into play. You probably remember just before summer I was talking about purchasing this fancy expensive machine, which is essentially an Omnicam, a digital scanner and impression taker, as well as a prep check, which is a educational software giving you three-dimensional feedback onto how you've done your indirect restoration preparations. So the machine arrived just at the beginning of this academic year, but Dentsply was slightly behind in terms of providing training to us. So Edward took the liability of going ahead and reading the whole user manual, and now is setting up the machine in readiness for January, when our BDS Year 2 and 3 students are coming to the clinical skills. Which means, say for example, if you are going to go ahead and do an EMAX preparation, you can then scan your preparation and the software is going to give you all the feedback you need in terms of how close you are to a perfect preparation. It also gives you 8 A4 pages of written feedback, so you can take it home or have it on a USB memory or email it to yourself or whatever, and read that outside the clinical skills facility. How great is that? So you probably heard that ground floor clinic is going to reopen for AGP. How amazing is that? Now I can tell you that the rumor is indeed true. So what happened was, we had some air engineers coming to dental hospital in the past few days, and they have been checking the air exchange rate per hour for every single area within the dental hospital. And the good news is, because the ground floor clinic was built in mid-1970s, and at the time the compliance with the building regulation meant that the building should have had an air exchange of 10 or above. This is exactly what we've got. So we've got a huge air exchange, which is making that environment safe for us to start or resume doing our AGPs. Now, so there's lots of work going in the background at the moment, because it's not as simple as you think. So we have to make sure there is certain distance between patients to ensure that your safety and the patient's safeties are, of course, maintained. And then once we've done all of this, I will come back with more information on how quickly we can resume this. I'm really aiming that from January, when you come back, this is definitely up and running, but you never know, we might get it sooner. No promises, lots of work to be done. So with that, I'm going to keep this episode short and sweet. So until next week, I've been Reza Roudsari. You've been amazing, and I will see you next week.